Welcome to Employment Law This Week. I'm George Whipple. 3 recent charges issued by the SEC represent a dramatic change in its enforcement of whistleblower protections. Greg Keating is here to give us all the details.
In the last 2 weeks, the SEC has dramatically expanded its enforcement authority against employers who promulgate and disseminate separation agreements. And this should serve as a clarion call for all employers to take a very hard look at their existing agreements. Specifically, in the first instance, the SEC imposed a dramatic civil money penalty on a private company for having a separation agreement which required individuals to waive their right to a bounty award. In the second, the SEC imposed a penalty on an employer merely for having a rep and warranty provision standard in many separation agreements, which provided that they had notified the employer of all charges and claims that were at issue before signing the separation agreement. And finally, in the third, the SEC imposed a $10 million penalty on an employer for an overbroad confidentiality provision. This is a major development. Many employers in America that are private, not publicly traded, not subject to SEC rules and regulations, have taken a perhaps defensible position that they need not be concerned about this SEC enforcement initiative. In the wake of this most recent enforcement award, and specifically the SEC's express pronouncement in a press release that they believe they have jurisdiction over any employer that in any way impedes unfettered access to the SEC, private employers need to take note and act now to examine all of their existing separation agreements to ensure compliance. What has happened since the Biden administration SEC has taken over is nothing short of a major watershed development, which demonstrates clearly and unequivocally the SEC's bent towards strong and strident enforcement. Employers need to take note and act now.
Thanks, Greg, and thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.